What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another Duel video on the channel. Today we're going to have another fun deck. It's going to be a Magna Warrior deck. As you can see here, we are starting off with two Valkyria the Magic Warriors. So we're going to have two of these in the deck. As you can see, it's the 3500 attack and 3850 defense. They're also going to be playing 3 Delta the Magna Warrior. And what this lets you do is send one of your Magna Warriors to the graveyard, and when you have 3 Magna Warriors in the graveyard and this card is destroyed, you gotta summon out your Valkyria out to the field. Then we're also playing 3 Gamma the Magna Warrior, which is 15,000 attack, or 1,500 attack and 1,800 defense. And then we're going to be playing a Beta Magna Warrior, which is 1,700 attack and 1,600 defense. And then we're going to be playing 1 Alpha the Magna Warrior with 1,400 attack and 1,500 defense. We're also playing a Wonder Balloons. This is just kind of to help us get the Magna Warriors into the grave. I don't know how effective we're going to be. We might actually swap this out if it's not really working for us. We're also going to be playing 2 Econs, 1 Floodgate Trap Hole, 2 Impermanent Attacks, and 2 Wall Disruptions just for the back row. So without further ado, let's get straight in. We're still in Legendary 2, so it should be a fun duel. Okay, so we're against Joey Wheeler deck here. Okay, so he's going first. As you see, we will lose a rank. I was playing a bit off screen. I wasn't doing too well with the Glad Beast deck, but hopefully some better luck with this with the Magna Warrior deck. So we can see here we didn't get the best of the starting hands, so I'm just going to restart.
Watch closely.
So hopefully we got a few better things. Like, we don't really want a Valkyria Magna Warrior. We want to kind of get that out of the deck.
You're challenging me to... I call it Duel. It's my... I set a monster face down.
Okay, so just plays 1 card face down.
Face down. I end my turn.
And 1 back row, so that's not too bad for us.
I draw.
We got our Wonder Balloons, so what we will do is we'll actually activate that straight off the bat. And send our Beta the Magna Warrior to the grave.
I activate a continuous spell.
So that'll just give us 2 of the Magna Warriors that we need in the graveyard to summon out our Valkyria. We'll just need 1 more after that, so it shouldn't be too bad. So there, we're summoning our Delta now, and activate its effect there. There we go, we'll summon our put off in the graveyard and set our 2 traps. And we'll just end our turn there.
Here I go. It's my turn. I draw.
I didn't really want to attack into it because I kind of want to see what we get up next from our deck.
It's my turn.
Okay, so we didn't do anything there. So we got our second Delta, which is pretty good for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to summon this straight out to the field.
This is it. I summon a monster in attack.
And send our other Magna Warrior, we'll send a Gamma to the grave. So that means once one of these Deltas is destroyed, that will get us Valkyria out to the field. What we will do now is we will attack into his 2 face downs. What I'm expecting is there could be Wall Disruption back here, but it won't be too bad for us because, as I said, we want these Delta Magna Warriors to be destroyed anyways.
Perfect.
Okay, so he's playing Dark Mimic at level 1. So he's just trying to draw cards here.
I've got this in the bag. I attack with my monster.
Okay, so he's playing 2 of them.
My monster's effect activates.
And then we'll just end our turn. I kind of wonder why he's playing at the moment, I'm not really sure.
Perfect.
Okay, so he's playing Jar of Greed, so he's obviously trying to draw into something.
My trap activates. My turn. No one messes with Joey Wheeler. It's my turn. I draw.
Okay, so he's just playing a last gamble Joey Weir deck, so we obviously didn't get what he wanted into the hand. So all we now need to do now is just get 100 damage off him. Oh, he drew 6, that's actually pretty bad for us. So hopefully he doesn't get what he's actually looking for.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
So that wasn't too bad for us. As I said, we wanted the Delta Warriors to be destroyed anyways. But it was a pretty neat trick to get rid of the whole field by using the final destiny. So we'll just summon our Victorian Magna Warrior out to the field here.
Watch this.
And hopefully he doesn't got anything in hand that can do us too much damage.
Alright. I special summon a monster.
Okay, so just summon his monster.
Set a card.
Size card, that's grand.
I see you. Guess my turn's done. I draw.
So I think we're in actually a really good position still. We got our best card out of the field, and we also drew a Delta Magna Warrior.
Retreat.
I wouldn't mind something that could have given us a bit of a back row, but
Effect activates.
it doesn't really matter that much. I'm still going to activate its effect and send cards to graveyard just to kind of thin out the deck a bit more so we get a bit more of a back row.
I activate my face down card. My trap activates.
Okay, that's not too bad. So we know that he's got no back row now when he's only got one card in the field, so this is going to be a nice easy victory for us. So that'll be one victory now for the Magna Warrior deck.
I've got this in the bag.
There we go. So that's the first victory with this Magna Warrior deck. We're aiming for 3 victories during the stream, and if we get those 3 victories pretty quick, I might switch over to an Ancient Gear deck that I've been working on. It's kind of a similar build to the Magna Warrior deck, but it's just more well-rounded and fun. Okay, so we'll go straight back in. We'll try to get another win. As I said, the aim is 3 wins with this deck. Okay, so picking out someone from Brazil is still a Legend 1 strand. Being a Mako deck, so it might be Mako Balance. Okay, so we're going to go first. So it's actually pretty good with this deck to go first, because it does allow you to get your Magna Warriors into the graveyard. We won't use this skill because we did get actually a pretty decent enough hand.
Duel. It's my turn.
So as we did the last time, we'll activate the Wonder Balloons and send our Beta to the graveyard.
I activate a continuous spell.
And then we'll leave our 2 Deltas in the hand just so we can get the extra Magna Warriors to the grave.
I summon a monster in it. My monster's effect activates.
So we will send our Alpha the Magna Warrior to the graveyard as well. And we'll end our turn there. I do wish we kind of got something for the back row like an enemy controller or the wall disruption, but it kind of is what it is.
I set a card face down.
Okay, so we don't know what he's going to be doing now. He's probably trying to be playing the water deck, so he might be trying to summon one of his sharks out.
I set a card face down.
Okay, so he's got a full back row set now, so that's not really good for us. Hopefully he didn't get any creatures.
My turn is complete.
Okay, so we didn't get any actual creature cards, but he still has got a full back row, so we have to be wary of that. So what I will do is I'm going to send this Beta the Magna Warrior to the grave using the Wonder Balloons.
Continuous spell.
And then once we summon this Delta the Magna Warrior, we'll be able to destroy one of these off and get a Victoria the Magna Warrior out. So yeah, we will activate the effect, and we're going to send the Gamma the Magna Warrior to the grave. So we will battle now. Actually, this deck's not a bad deck, but the one deck that would mess this up would be a Worm deck. So, like, you're kind of milling your deck enough as it is. You don't want someone to mill the deck for you. It's not too bad. We're getting rid of one of his econs, and there's probably a second econ, I say, face down there as well. But we'll just attack in with our second one as well. As I said, it doesn't really matter if either of these get destroyed, because we are looking to get the Valkyrie the Magna Warrior out onto the field. So is he going to activate the second econ? No, he doesn't actually. He takes the damage. And we'll just end our turn there. So we're in a pretty strong position. As I said, I would like a bit more of a back row, but other than that, we're doing pretty well. And I'm pretty sure our opponent's just after surrendering our DC in there. Or no? The game was just being a bit slow. Waiting for response. Is he going to surrender on us? That'll be 2 victories for the Magna Warrior deck. No, he's still gonna play it. Must just be the internet connection.
What's the matter, dweeb? Scared to fight?
I kind of wonder what's he kind of planning, because he obviously needed to draw a creature card because he hasn't got any for the last turn.
I summon a monster in attack position.
Okay, so he summons out his dragon. Playing kind of a dragon deck, is it?
Let's battle.
He's probably going to attack with my Delta the Magna Warrior now.
There's a storm coming for you.
Okay, so he's attacking to the first deck with Delta the Magna Warrior. I'm kind of wondering why he didn't.
Here's my face down card. My trap.
So he's got Metamorph Dragon kind of deck. Interesting. So take that, we don't mind that. We're going to get our Victoria the Magna Warrior out now, so that's not too bad for us. So we'll activate this effect. We'll get rid of 3 of these from the graveyard. And we're summon our Victoria the Magna Warrior out now. And place that in attack position. I'm still kind of wondering what the other face down would be there. At this time I wouldn't mind like a Cosmic Cyclone, even though we don't have it in this deck, but it'd be handy to get rid of the rest of the back row. A card I wouldn't mind getting Econ right now, or Wall Disruption. Actually perfect, we did get an Econ. And what I might do is just Econ off our Delta the Magna Warrior. So we'll Econ off our Delta the Magna Warrior and then attack him with both creatures, giving us the best chance to get victory. Because I'm expecting this to be a Wall Disruption, so... No, it's not Wall Disruption, so that's the second victory now for the Magna Warrior deck. That's 2 wins. So that's 2 from 2 for the Magna Warrior deck. We'll go for a third now, see if we can get that third victory in a row. You know, I kind of like to see what this deck does against, a top tier deck like a Cyber Angel deck or a Ancient Gear deck or the Glad Beast deck that we had on stream yesterday. So we'll just jump straight back in for the next deal. Hopefully it goes as well as the last 2 deals goes. Okay, so it's up against a Yami Yugi deck. Or Kobe deck, sorry. We gotta go first. As I said, I prefer to go first with this deck anyway, so it's not too bad. We didn't get a great hand, so I'm definitely just gonna restart that hand.
Let's see if Duel. It's my turn.
Okay, that's not the best of hands, but we'll kind of make do what we can. The reason why we have all these traps anyways is to kind of stall out till we get our Victoria and Magna Warrior out there, so we'll just place them all straight down. And then our turn, see what he's playing. I assume he's playing Kaiba, it's probably a Blue Eyes deck, or some kind of variant of a Red Eyes deck.
I summon a monster in attack position.
Should we floodgate it? I think we'll just floodgate this.
I gotcha. Check out my face down card. I end my turn.
Okay, so that's all he has out in the field at the moment, so that's not too bad for us. We'll draw. We got a Beta Magnum Warrior, which is fine. We might just summon out to the field because he's got no back row there. And unless he's got a Spear Creeper on one hand, we should be able to just take this creature out and do some significant damage to his life points. So we will just attack straight in. We won't activate our trap yet. So that's that destroyed, and we'll attack him directly.
My monster attacks you directly.
Okay, that's perfect.
I end my turn. Here I go. It's a draw. I set a monster. I end my
Okay, so he's not placing any back row, so I'm kind of wondering what's in his hand. Because it's just really unusual for, in this kind of meta game at the moment, not to play any back row. I'm still just going to attack him. I'll attack first my Beta Magna Warrior because he's got the higher attack. Just in case he's got a high defense creature. I won't activate our trap now. What's he playing? Okay, he's playing the Reptile deck, okay. That makes a lot of sense. We will just attack him with our Gamma the Magna Warrior now. That Reptile deck's actually pretty interesting. There probably should be another deck that I think about building for one of these streams. I'm not sure what I'm kind of liked for card wise, but I can obviously just open a couple of packs, get the rest of the cards that I need for it. He's going to set a monster. He's going to set any back row? No, he's just going to summon out the big Reptile boss. Okay, that's fine. We don't mind that. Just gonna activate his effect there. We let him destroy the trap, we don't mind. That's only doing permanent attack. That's fine. I think what we're gonna do next turn is we're just gonna econ off one of our Magna Warriors, take his evil Dragon Antana, and then attack for game. So yeah, we'll just activate econ now. We'll just get rid of one of the Gamma Magna Warriors and take control of his creature. We'll summon it to attack position and we'll use it to attack into whatever space down there just in case it's high defense creature.
I've got this in the bag. You think my monster attacks. My monster's effect.
Okay, we don't mind that because we're winning for game. So that's 3 wins from 3 with this the Magna Warrior deck. It's actually going better than I expected. I kind of expected to kind of brick more just like the Ojama deck did in the stream yesterday. But 3 wins from 3, you can't argue with that. We're just going to continue on. We'll get another few victories with this deck, see if we can actually get up to Legendary rank 3 with it. We'll keep going kind of till we kind of lose. So we'll just go jump straight back in and see what we can do. Okay, playing someone from Germany here, Mr. Diego. And he's playing a Yugi Moto deck. So it might be that Taliban deck. As you can see, if we do win this duel, we will gain a rank. So So we will rank up to Legendary 3 if we win this duel. That's actually not a bad starting hand for us because we did got the Wonder Balloons and the Wall of Disruption, so we'll keep the hand as it is. He's also playing Restart, it looks like, so he's kind of deciding is his hand worth it.
Step right up to get
Okay, so he seemed to got a decent enough hand as well.
My turn. Let's go. I summon a monster in attack. My monster's effect activates.
Okay, so is he playing tunes, is it? He's looking for his field spell. Yeah, so he's playing the Tune deck, which it's interesting. Tunes are a top tier deck, so I kind of want to see how this deck actually fares against it.
My turn. I draw.
So we will activate the Wonder Balloons and we will send the Alpha, the Magna Warrior, to the graveyard.
Activate a continuous spell.
Just in case we get one of the Deltas from the deck, because we are playing 3 of them, so it is likely that we could draw one of them.
Activate a continuous spell.
So we will send the Alpha to the graveyard now, and we'll leave the rest of them in our hand. We'll summon Beta right out now,
Watch this.
and we'll place these two face down and just attack straight into him.
Face down.
Set.
I set a card.
He might have a spare career one hand, but we might as well attack just to make him use it.
That.
Because at the moment we got complete board control. We don't have a hand, so we're kind of drawing into our hand, which is never a good sign in these kind of games. But
I end my turn.
I don't know if this deck's just getting lucky or is it actually playing well.
I draw. I
Because
end my turn.
like he's sending his turn. Is he really drawing that badly? So we'll just attack in again using a Magna Warrior.
I've got this in the bag. I attack your life points directly. The game's not over. until
Okay,
the
so
card is played.
it's looking pretty well for us now because he hasn't played any creatures yet, so I don't know if he's getting the right cards to his hands
It's my turn.
or what's the crack with it.
My turn is done. I see you quaking in your boots. I draw.
Is he literally just like surrendering straight off the bat to us? I don't know what's going on here.
That.
Like he only played the one card, the Pathfinder, and he hasn't activated anything else. So
You ask nicely, I'll finish you.
I'm really just wondering.
I attack your life points directly.
Okay, so that's an easy victory for us now. So that's 4 wins from 4 for this Magna Warrior deck. So we're doing pretty well. So we'll just end it there with that one, and we'll jump straight back into another duel. So we ranked up the Legendary 3 using this Magna Warrior deck. So as you can see, it actually can do pretty well up here in the Legendary rankings. We'll continue on. It'd be some kind of miracle if we actually got the King of Games using this Magna Warrior deck. But we'll see kind of where it goes. Okay, so we're playing someone from Brazil now. They're playing the Paradox Brothers, so this is probably going to be a 3-star demotion type deck. And we gotta go first. I decided like we prefer to go first with this deck just so we can get the Magna Warriors into the graveyard so we can summon out the Vicoria. We got a decent enough starting hand, so I'll leave it as it is.
I hope you're ready to fail. Duel. It's my turn.
Because I assume he's playing 3-star demotion, so getting the Floodgate is pretty good to start off with. Because just in case he wants to summon a high level, like a 7-star monster onto the field or something like that, we have that just to negate it. So we'll end our turn there.
It's my turn. I draw. I'm setting a card. Now, I summon a monster in attack position.
Okay, so what's he playing? Okay, is he playing Tunes as well? He's summoning his Pathfinder. Do we want to Floodgate Trap Hole this? If we do, then can he still activate his effect? No, wait and see what he wants to play. Wait and see what he wants to play.
I activate my monster's effect.
Okay, so he's also playing a Tune version deck. Hopefully he has better luck than the last duelist he played against.
My turn.
So he's going to end his turn as well.
I draw.
We draw. We got another Beta Magna Warrior. We're going to summon it straight out. And we'll just attack straight in. This could be a a wall disruption or something like that face down, or maybe a mirror wall, but we might as well attack just to get it out of the way.
This'll pack a wallop. My monster attacks you directly.
Okay, so he can activate something. Is he going to activate it?
Too bad.
Yeah, it's just a windstorm. That's actually not too bad for us. We're better off getting rid of the windstorm now than later on in the duel, if we're going for game or that.
I end my turn.
Prepare yourself. It's my turn. I draw. From my hand, I activate a field spell.
Okay, so he's activating the 2 worlds. So we obviously got whatever creature card he wanted to.
I choose this card.
I special summon a monster.
Yeah, we're just gonna floodgate trap hole that straight off the bat.
Check out my face down card. My trap activates.
So he's gonna face 3 stars of motion, so he's probably gonna summon out the.
I choose this card. I summon a monster in attack position.
I activate my monster's effect.
That's okay, we don't mind if you destroy the permanent attack. Hopefully we get maybe our Delta the Magna Warrior.
I see you quake in your boots. I draw.
So it's got another wall disruption, so we're kind of hoping that he attacks into us.
Card face down.
But usually when they're playing this kind of
Turns done.
Tomb Barrel Dragon type deck,
I draw.
I really misplayed there. I really should have waited till he summoned the Tomb Dragon to activate the floodgate trap hole. I'm actually pretty annoyed about that play. I should have realised what he was doing. He was just trying to bait out the trap hole.
Very well. I summon a monster in attack position.
Okay, so that's pretty unlucky for us. Now we can't actually activate our wall disruption because of his special effect.
My monster attacks you directly. Me. I draw.
That's actually the best card we probably could have pulled, because now we can econ the Tomb Barrel Dragon.
From my hand, I activate a quick play spell.
Oh, we actually can't econ a Tomb Barrel Dragon.
That
Oh, I misplayed super hard there, but I can get rid of this, which will kind of help us out a bit. Not really. I misplayed so bad. That game actually went super bad, guys. Just apologise for the misclicks and miserrors. Nah, just super salty. I went on tilt after you got that Tomb Barrel Dragon out. I just went on tilt, making so many misplays. As you can see King of Games right there, and I'm making these stupid mistakes. So we'll go in again, and we'll see if we can kind of get another victory. We don't want to really be losing this high up in the ladder, because King of Games is just right there for us. Okay, so we're playing against another person from Brazil playing a Paradox deck. So it's probably another 3-star motion deck. So at least we know from our mistakes from last time to wait till the Barrel Dragon's out to activate the Floodgate Trap Hole. And it's actually not a bad starting hand, so we will keep it because we got the Wall Disruption and the enemy controller, as well as Delta the Magna Warrior. Okay, we're going to see what he wants to play now. I'm assuming it is a 3-star emotion deck, but there is so many different kind of variations of that going around now at the moment.
I'm setting a card.
Okay, he's just going to set a card.
I summon a monster in attack. I end my
And he's playing Sergeant Electrode, okay. So he's trying to go for a bit more board control with that. I might just play my Gamma the Magna Warrior in face down position and place out my 3 traps, and hopefully he doesn't go for the Wall Disruption, so we're able to go for that. We're lowering its attack so we can attack over it with one of our cards.
I set a card. I am.
Okay.
It's my turn.
I draw.
So yeah, the plan is just to hopefully activate the wall disruption.
My monster's effect.
So hopefully it just goes for the middle card there. Okay, that's fine. We don't mind, that's just the econ, we'll leave that, it's fine. So hopefully now when he attacks into the Gamma, the Magna Warrior, we can activate our wall disruption. Is he going to summon out another creature card to the field? Yeah, he's going to activate his 3-star motion now.
Very well.
I summon a monster.
I'm setting a card.
Battle.
Gotcha.
So this card is unaffected by spell cards, but you still can activate traps on it, I believe. So I will activate the wall of disruption right now.
I activate a face down card.
So that worked perfectly for us. Now his 2 creatures are lowered, and we'll be able to get over both of them. Actually, no, we won because of the damage he took there. So that's another victory for us. That's what, 5 wins and 1 loss for this deck, which is pretty good. So this actually Magna Warrior deck's doing really well. As I said, it's 5 wins with 1 loss, and we're just tipping on to the tipping point of King of Games. So hopefully we can do it on this stream. We get to King of Games with this Magna Warrior deck. We'll just keep going a few more duels with it. Okay, so we're playing Milner from Brazil. And he's playing another Joe Wheeler deck, so it might be another last gamble deck that we kind of seen like earlier in this stream. Okay, so we didn't get too bad of a start in hand. We did get the Floodgate Trap Hole and Enemy Controller, as well as our Delta the Magna Warrior. So what we will do is we'll summon him straight out to the field. And we will activate its effect. We will get rid of the Alpha the Magna Warrior because it is the worst of the Magna Warriors. We're kind of just having the deck just in that one-off chance that we get all 3 Magna Warriors in the hand, so we can summon out the Valkyria the Magna Warrior. I'm quite interested to see what this guy is playing because he does have an extra deck, so it might be interesting. But it's got Mako Sleeve, so is he playing a water type deck? I'm not sure.
I set a monster. I set a card face down. I end my turn.
Okay, so we're not doing too bad. We did get Wonder Balloons, so we'll activate the Wonder Balloons just to get the bait into the graveyard. Because we've got enough of a back row here that we can protect the Delta the Magna Warrior till we get another Magna Warrior into the graveyard, so I might just activate this right now. Because that does also lower the effects, or lower the attack of the creatures on his side of the field by 300. And we'll attack straight in and just see what he's playing at the moment.
I attack you with a monster.
Okay, so he's playing a dragon deck. There's probably what, Blue Eyes coming out now? We're just gonna Floodgate Trap Hole whatever comes out.
I special summon a monster.
Oh shit, yeah, no, that doesn't activate with that. Oh, we can still econ it though, it's okay, we're fine.
I end my turn. Here I go.
So what we really need now is for us to get another Delta the Magna Warrior to hand. Or maybe a Wall Disruption. And hopefully he has 2 creatures summoned out by then that we could do more damage to him.
I end my turn.
Okay, he ends his turn. He's obviously fearing what we have here in the back row. So we got an impermanent shield, which is not good enough for us. We will leave him in attack position just to kind of bluff the back row. And we will activate the Wonder Balloons again. Just to continue lowering this, so by the time we get our Valkyria the Magna Warrior out, he won't be able to actually get over it.
I end my turn. Here I go. It's my turn. I draw. I
Okay, so he's going to attack into us now. I think he's trying to wait till he gets an extra creature before he attacks into us. So he's probably just going to end his turn there. Okay, that's not too bad for us. So as I said, we just need the Delta the Magna Warrior, so we have to believe in the harder cards. And there, we actually got it. So we're going to summon this out to the field now and put the extra card into the graveyard.
I summon a monster in attack. My monster's effect activates.
So we will send Gamma Magna Warrior to the graveyard. And what we're actually going to do right now is we are going to Econ into the Blue Eyes.
I activate a quick play special.
Just so we can get rid of our Delta to the graveyard so we can get our Valkyria the Magna Warrior out onto the field. Like, he probably does have a Champion's Vigil back there. Oh, he doesn't actually.
My monster's effect activates.
So we can remove all three of these from play and summon out our Valkyria the Magna Warrior now. So we will special summon them out to the field.
This is it.
Perfect.
Summon a monster.
And then this should be game, but he's definitely got something in the back row here, like Econs and all that, just to kind of to slow our victory. So we'll attack first with the Delta and see what he wants to play. Okay, he got the Mirror Wall, so that saves him.
Activate my face down card.
We should save him. Should we do?
That won't keep me down.
We won't do enough damage, but we will do a significant chunk.
That won't keep me down. Sayonara, sucker. My monster attacks you directly.
Okay, so he's left on 950 here. His Blue Eyes is weakened.
This duel ain't looking too good for me.
We should have a victory here. I'm not going to try and jinx it though, so his back row's still kind of pretty dangerous. I don't know what he has back there.
This duel to the next level. Hope
But lucky enough, we still have one card in the back row just so we can Floodgate Trap Hole if he wants someone else now.
fail me now. I reveal my face.
Okay, he got Super Headlong Rush. That's really unlucky for ourselves.
Quick play spell. I see.
Okay, so
I draw.
we got a Wall of Disruption, but might help a little bit more, but not really.
A card face down. That. My turn's done.
It kind of depends what he draws into here.
Too good for me.
Um,
I draw.
we were pretty unlucky there that he got the Super Headlong Rush.
I see you quaking in your boot. I draw.
Okay, so we draw. We got our Beta Magna Warrior, which is not bad. I'm going to send this straight to the graveyard, just so we can get some more Magna Warriors back into the graveyard to get our second Valkyria Magna Warrior out. And we will leave it at that. Because as we said, we have our Wall of Disruption back here, which will help us out.
Might.
And if you want to summon anything else to the field, Floodgate Trap Hole will stop that. Okay, so just going to his turn there. He's probably trying to force the deck out from us because we are running low on cards. What we will do now is we'll summon the Beta the Magna Warrior.
I summon my monster's effect active.
We will activate his effects and another one of our cards to the graveyard. And what I'm going to do is attack into the Blue Eyes, just so we can get the Valkyria the Magna Warrior out onto the field.
I attack.
So once we get that out into the field, then hopefully we should have game if he doesn't have a decent back row here. He obviously can activate something right now, so is he going to activate it? Okay, just Spear Career Bow in hand.
Monster's effect activates.
So we will attack with our second one as well, because
I've got this.
as I said, we want to destroy one of these so we can get our
I attack with my monster.
Valkyria out to the field.
My turn's done.
Oh wait, do we not have enough in our graveyard? I thought we had 3 already in our graveyard.
I draw.
So I just misplaced super hard.
Take this.
I think I'm after misplaying super hard.
Monster's gonna attack. I don't think so. Check out my face down card.
We still got to activate the Wall of Disruption to save us, but we misplayed super hard. I assumed we had 3 in our graveyard of the Magna Warriors.
I activate a continuous.
Well, we do now, for sure. Let's just check. Yeah, we're 3 now. We're only at 2. I actually misplayed super hard there. But lucky enough we had the wall disruption to kind of save my bacon. So we'll just hack into this blue eyes, even though he does have a back row. Okay, he obviously couldn't activate anything there in the back row, so it looks like it should be a victory for us now. Depending on kind of what he draws.
I draw. From my hand, I activate a spell.
Okay, so we send his red eye to the graveyard. These are probably red eye inside, probably. But even if he summons it out, the red eyes will still be down a good chunk.
I activate a continuous spell.
Okay, so he's acting Shark Reed. And then his turn. I assume he had red eyes inside back there, but okay, there's the Victoria the Magna Warrior, which we need later on. We will just attack for game.
You ask nicely, I'll finish you fast. Ah, sweet. I attack your
Oh, red eye spirit. He has a.
face down card. My trap activates. Red eye.
So he's going to play this obviously defense position, so we can't actually attack over it. I do believe we've got another Econ in our deck, so that's what we're kind of going to be playing for now, to get that Econ out of the deck and get rid of this red eyes, get the red eye dragon actually to win the duel.
I see my turn's done. I draw.
Okay, there we got the enemy controller, so this should be game. We will change the.
I activate a continuous spell.
Just in case he's got a wall disruption, actually, it's better send that to the graveyard. And then activate the enemy controller, putting him into attack position, and hopefully attacking for game. Okay, so we'll just attack right into it, and this should be game unless he's got a card back there that can stop us. Hello? Looks like it's frozen. Okay, so we disconnected there after we were about to win the duel. But we should still get the victory. Yeah, so that counts as a victory for us. So he obviously just closed the app. He got annoyed because he lost to a Magna Warrior deck up here in Legendary. But as we've seen in this stream already today, the Magna Warrior deck is top tier deck right now. So that's 6 wins and 1 loss with this Magna Warrior deck, and we're currently I think 2 duels away from getting King of Games. If we get 2 more victories in a row, we'll probably get King of Games. Okay, so we're playing against someone from Peru. I cannot pronounce that name for my life, so I'm not going to even attempt it. We're playing against another Paradox Brothers deck, so as I said, it's probably another 3-star emotion deck, maybe a Toon deck. We didn't get too bad of a start in hand, so I'm going to leave it as it is.
Duel. It's my turn.
The best card we could draw now would be a Delta the Magna Warrior from the deck, so we can get rid of the Gamma to the graveyard.
From my hand,
I activate a field spell.
I activate a field spell.
Okay, so he's got his Mausoleum of the Emperor, and what's he going to be summoning out to the field now?
I should play this card.
Okay, so he's playing the Toon deck.
My turn is over. My turn. Your turn. I draw.
So we did get our Delta the Magna Warrior. I'm trying to think of the best way that we could play this would it be to yeah, probably just play the Wonder Balloons and try and get a Valkyrie the Magna Warrior out as soon as we can. So hopefully we'll have to draw another Delta the Magna Warriors to make that happen next turn.
Continuous spell.
And then we'll play our Delta the Magna Warrior as well.
This is it. I summon a monster and attack.
So what we're looking to is next turn to actually draw another Delta to the Magna Warrior to be able to get every courier back out. Okay, so we can obviously activate. That must be a floodgate trap hole back there, because you can activate it on the summon another creature. Oh no, it's D-Wrath, okay. That's probably super lucky for us. We're not in the worst position, but we're not in a great position, guys.
I set a card. That. My turn's done.
Not bad. My turn. I draw.
Okay, so it looks like we're probably going to lose this duel, but we'll continue on. We're trying to get to King Games using this Magna Warrior deck.
I activate my monster's effect.
So he's activating his effect. He's going to probably destroy one of our back row here, but okay, it destroys one blue, but it's not the worst thing for us because as long as we still have the permanent attack and the econ, we can kind of survive a few more turns.
I set a card.
I'd just like to say thanks to Jose and Sharibi, I don't know how to say her name, sorry mate, for coming out to the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, lads, if you want to see more Duel Links videos. He's going to attack with his... he's going to activate the impermeable attack. And we'll take no damage for this turn. So what we're looking for now out of the deck is the Delta to Magna Warrior. So if we get that, we'll be in a better position. But as we see, he's playing D-Wrath, so this could be a second D-Wrath down here, which would actually just destroy our deck. So we actually draw the Valkyrie Magna Warrior, which means we're pretty much screwed for this, so I'm just going to surrender and duel another day, so we'll just go to get another duel. King of Games, still just that little bit out of reach for us with this deck. We'll have a few more duels, but let's see if we can still make it. I do have the Ancient Gear deck that might be able to get up here, or as we see in the Glabby's deck, obviously it can probably easily get to King of Games for us. Okay, so we're getting another Joey Wheeler deck, so it shouldn't be too bad for us. We've played a few of these on the stream today already, and you can see that Magna Warrior deck usually holds its own against it. Oh, Reina actually a Warrior deck this time, which is new for us on this stream. We actually got a really mixed hand because we got our two Delta to Magna Warriors, which is pretty good, but we got no back row, so we're just going to restart.
Challenging me, dweeb? I call you Duel. It's my turn. I set a card face down. I set a card. I end my turn. It's my turn. I draw.
Okay, so that's not too bad for us. We have a decent enough hand because we got our Floodgate Trap Hole and our enemy controller. Then we also have the Wonder Balloons, which we're going to activate to send Gamma the Magna Warrior to the graveyard. And then we will summon our Beta the Magna Warrior out onto the field.
No retreat. I summon a monster in attack position.
So you obviously got something face down that he could activate right now. He's probably debating what it is. And we'll just attack straight in with the Beta the Magnum Warrior, because as we said, we kind of want this to go to the graveyard anyway, so even if you had like a wall of disruption, stuff like that to lower its attack and get over it, it doesn't really matter for these kind of Magnum Warriors.
It's my turn. I draw.
So if we can get the next few victories, then definitely get clean games with this deck. It's just that little bit out of reach at the moment for it.
Here we come. I summon a monster in attack position.
So he's just going to tribute this off to destroy our creature, which we don't mind because we'll hopefully draw into another card.
Battle. I end my turn. It's my turn. I draw.
Okay, we got the Valkyrie the Magnum Warrior, which is not what we wanted there. I actually will send this one to the graveyard instead of keeping it. Just so that when he summons out a creature, it will be a lower attack for us, so we won't take as much damage.
I set a card face down.
Okay, looks like we're both doing pretty bad when it comes to drawing actually monster cards.
I draw.
So there we got our Gamma the Magnum Warrior, so we'll summon this straight out to the field, just so we can start attacking again and get some more chip damage off.
Monster in attack position.
So he's obviously, I think he got a Floodgate Trap hole back here. There we go.
I activate my face.
Because that happened the last time we summoned a creature out as well, so...
Activates. I end my turn. No one messes with Joey Wheeler. I draw. What's the matter, Dweeb? Scared to fight?
And just a reminder guys, if you're enjoying the stream, to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to do daily Yu-Gi-Oh videos on the channel, so if you are enjoying the video,
My turn.
make sure to subscribe to the channel.
I draw.
Okay, so you draw your Permanent Shield, that's fine. We leave it at the moment, because we're trying to draw into one of our Delta the Magnum Warriors really.
With Joey Wheeler. It's
And it seems like he's having a pretty bad draw as well. So it's kind of be the first person to get the card that they're looking for would win this duel, I think.
okay. I summon a monster in attack position.
Okay, so he's got the Elemental Hero Wild Heart. It's not affected by trap, so we can't activate our Floodgate Trap hole on it. But he still can't attack into our Gamma the Magnum Warrior, so that's okay.
I end my turn. My turn. I draw.
Okay, we've got a Wall of Disruption, which is not the best card that we could have got in this situation. So what we're going to do is we're going to activate our Wonder Balloons, and we'll send our Impervious Shield to the graveyard. And we'll leave the Wall of Disruption in our hand just for the moment, and we'll end the turn. Like I said, we're still trying to draw onto this Delta the Magnum Warrior so we can get the Vicorian out to the field.
It's my turn. I draw.
Okay, so we realised that I'm trying to lower his attack anyways for when I get a creature out to the field, so he's going to switch to defense position.
I end my turn. I draw.
So we do draw the Delta the Magnum Warrior, and we will summon that straight out to the field.
I summon a monster in it. My monster's effect activates.
We're going to activate this effect and put one of the Magnum Warriors in the deck just to kind of thin it out a bit more. The one problem is we'll have to try and get over the Elemental Hero Wild Heart, but we have the Elemental Controller to switch to attack position, so we can easily get over it. So we'll send our Optima Magnum Warrior to the graveyard now and activate Enemy Controller. And then after we attack into him, we will place down the Wall of Disruption. Yeah. He could easily have something in this back row that could stop us from doing this, but hopefully we'll be fine. And then we'll place down the wall disruption there and attack into him.
Battle time.
Okay, he's taking out 800, so he's down to 1500, so hopefully his defense creature here is something that we can easily get over.
I'm not giving up, because losing ain't in my dictionary. High draw. Come on, get on with it. You know you ain't gonna win.
So at the moment we pretty much have him on lockdown with the back row we have and the kind of field presence we have.
My turn's done. I see.
His only kind of victory would be a deck out from us if we can't actually get over what he has here in defense. So we will summon the Beta Magna Warrior out,
I summon a monster in attack position.
because we do want to try and end this as soon as possible because our deck is getting quite low.
Battle time. I've got this in the bag. My monster attacks.
So we are going to attack, and hopefully he doesn't have anything too bad there. Oh, we're just unlucky that he's got that.
My turn's done. I'm not giving up, because losing, I draw.
I think what's going to happen here is we're going to deck out because we actually can't get over to 1700. Well, actually, you don't know how salty I am about this.
I draw.
I shouldn't have placed down the wall disruption. Yeah, we're not going to win that duel because what's going to happen is he's just going to deck me out.
Alright.
I'm actually super salty about that. I'm so fucking annoyed. We should have won that easily. It's just because we lowered his attack down so much, he just played defensive, and then our field just got clogged up so much that we're going to lose the duel. I don't know, I'm on tilt now. I don't think we're going to get to King of Games. Like, if we lose this duel, we're back down to Legendary 2, which is crap. Okay, we're against someone else from Brazil now. It's going to be Pegasus deck, so it's probably going to be Cyber Angels. As you can see, if we do lose, we will go down a rank back down to
This is going to be such fun.
rank 2. We got a pretty bad start in hand, so we will restart it.
What?
And I'm kind of assuming that he's going to be playing the Cyber Angel deck.
You've humiliated me. Do you? It's my turn.
So we will play the Beta the Magna Warrior out first,
This is it.
as well as the Floodgate Trap Hole and the Wall of Disruption.
A card. I set a card face down.
And then we will end the turn.
I end my turn. My turn.
Draw.
Okay, so we're going to see what kind of deck he's playing now.
Face down.
So he starts off with a back row, and
From my hand.
yeah, as I thought, he is playing the
Spell.
Cyber Angel deck. But it's okay, we have a Floodgate Trap Hole, so we could Floodgate Trap Hole whatever comes out now.
Well now, I ritual summon a monster. My monster's effect activates.
What we're going to do is we are going to Floodgate Trap Hole it,
I don't think so.
and that does mean that our Beta the Magna Warrior can get over it next turn
Trap activate.
if he doesn't have any more shenanigans for us. So he does get his Cyber Teat Angel into his hand.
Well now, I summon up my monster's effect activates.
I have a bad feeling I'm after misplaying super hard, but hopefully it doesn't go too badly for us.
I end my turn.
Okay, so he's ended his turn there. What we really want is Death and Magna Warrior now. We got it in the permanent attack, which is not too bad, but it would have been better if we had the Death of the Magna Warrior. And we're not going to attack the Petite Angel, we will attack the
This'll pack a wallop.
Cyber Angel Bertine.
Monster attacks.
Okay, so he does have an econ.
Fool. I activate a face down card. I activate a quick play spell.
Which is pretty unfortunate for us because I'm pretty sure he's going to ritual summon out the card just got to his hand now next turn.
Draw.
So we're getting really unlucky here. We really need to be drawing into our Delta the Magna Warriors to try and get this deck ticking over. Yeah, as I said, he's going to activate his ritual now and get his second ritual monster out to the field. We still have our Wall of Disruption, which could lower all the attacks on the creatures he's going to summon out. But I'm afraid our Delta Magna Warrior will be going to the grave. Because we can't activate a permanent attack during during the battle phase, not during a standby phase. I was actually working on getting the rest of the Cyber Angel cards by farming Alexis, but I haven't actually got 3 copies of Cyber Angel deck yet. I will activate the impermeable attack. Just because I'm going to wait to try and get 3 creatures out of the field so we get the maximum damage with the Wall Disruption. Because her losing 1600 will do well for us, but it won't do the best.
I end my turn.
I draw.
Okay, we got an enemy control, which is pretty bad. It looks like we're going to be ranking back down to Legendary 2 at this rate. But
My turn.
I still think we're on a surplus of victories with the Magna Warrior deck. I believe it's 6 victories and 4 defeats for it. Because as you see, it was putting up to some of the decks earlier on, but they were kind of easy victories. Against these kind of decks like the Cyber Angel deck, it does look like it's struggling quite a bit. But that could just be down to the bad hand we got, or... So he's going to attack into us, but we will activate the Wall of Disruption now, so we will get the maximum deduction of points off it. And hopefully next turn draw into our Delta the Magna Warrior.
My monster attacks your life points directly.
How predictable. I activate a face down card. My trap activates.
We will allow him to attack us directly, just so we have the econ for the next turn.
I ain't worried.
Just in case we don't get lucky and draw into one of our creatures.
My monster's effect activates. I end my turn.
My turn. I draw.
So we got Wonder Balloons, which is pretty bad. We're really not drawing well at all with this deck
My hand.
at the moment.
I activate a continuous.
So I'm going to activate Wonder Balloons, and I will send Vicarian Divine Warrior from our hand to the graveyard. Because at the moment we are just really drawing poorly, and I feel like we're not going to get a victory in this duel.
Time to make my
I will try and see it out to the end, but I can't see us winning.
draw. My monster's effect activates.
Okay, so he's trying to draw to one of his other ritual cards, I can see. Hopefully he didn't actually draw and gives us an extra turn. No, he definitely got one of them.
Duel spell.
So it looks like this is going to be the last turn for us, guys. Like, we could econ, but is that really going to do much for us? So he summons out Cyber Angel.
Now, I ritual summon a monster.
Maybe he's going to time out. Get the cheap victory.
My monster's effect activates. My monster's effect
The Cyber Angel deck is just top tier. It's the best deck in the game at the moment. Like, when you see it in action like this, there's like no playing against it. Like, I really feel like when they're going to nerf cards, they're definitely going to start nerfing the Cyber Angel deck. Like, I know they did a mini nerf by reducing them to the ritual card down to 2, but I'd say the Cyber Angel deck, they'll reduce that number as well, because that card is lethal.
I activate a ritual spell.
So he's really just going in now. He's just going for the bad manners, like he's just going in. So which one's he going to summon out this time? He's going to be one of the deck has.
Let the fun begin. I ritual summon a monster.
He summons out Sakani now.
My monster's effect activates.
And he activates the effect. So yeah, this is probably going to be the last turn. Okay, so we're waiting for a response. So yeah, the only chance of our victory here would be if he just runs out of time or disconnects.
I lost.
What?
Okay.
He surrendered. He had the victory. Why did he surrender? I don't get that at all. I'll take the victory, yeah, but he... like, I'm a bit salty about how it came out. Like, he had me bet down, and then he just goes and surrenders like that. But we'll take the victory anyways, and we'll get back in. We'll still try and get king games. We'll probably have 2 more games of this deck, and then we'll call the stream. We'll end it there. Okay, so we're going to set a card deck, so it's probably going to be another blue eyes type deck with a bit of red eyes mixed in with it. We didn't get too bad of a starting hand, so I'm actually going to leave it.
Let's see if Duel, my turn.
I'm just going to set the Beta the Magna Warrior in defense position and set down the Wall of Disruption.
I set a card face.
As I said, the idea is just to get these into the graveyard as fast as possible. So don't mind him attacking into this Beta the Magna Warrior.
Draw.
Okay, so you'll be able to see what kind of deck he's playing now. Okay, he just sets a card face down, so...
From my hand, I activate a spell.
Okay, so he is playing the Red Eyes deck. Okay, he's sending his Red Eyes to the ground, to the graveyard. So I assume he's going to play his Red Eyed Spirits now as well. Yeah.
I set a card. I set a card face down. I end my turn. I draw.
Okay, so we got our permanent attack, so we'll place that face down.
I set a card face down.
And we'll summon our second Beta the Magna Warrior.
Watch this. I summon a monster in attack position.
And we will attack into whatever he's got face down there, leaving the other one in defense position just for the moment.
I've got this in the bag.
I know he's going to activate the Red Eye Spirit just to bring out Red Eyes now, but we will see what he's got here face down.
You think that'll work on me?
Okay, so he activates the Red Eye Spirit to bring out the Red Eyes. That's grand. Because we still have our Wall Disruption back here, so when he attacks into us, we will activate that.
I'll play this. I special summon a monster.
No, we'll continue our attack. And we'll attack it.
I attack you with a monster.
Okay, so it's Bacon Saver. It's pretty interesting. I've actually seen a Bacon Saver in a red-eyed type deck.
It's my turn. Draw.
He's probably saying the same about our Magna Warrior deck. You probably never seen one up this high in the ladder.
I summon a monster and my monster's effect.
Okay, so Sergeant Electro, that's pretty like worst case scenario for us at the moment, and he does get the wall disruption, which is super unfortunate. So this Kai would beat down, and it's not too bad because once we summon our Death Magna Warrior, we can attack into the Sergeant Electrode, destroying our Death Magna Warrior and summoning out our Victorian the Magna Warrior. So we're not doing too bad. We're in a bad situation, but it's not too bad. Kind of just depends on what his back row is there, really. Depends how bad the situation is first. Huge draw. We did get a second Death Magna Warrior, which we don't really need at the moment, but we're summoning out our first one now.
Monster in attack position. See how you like this. I reveal my face down card.
So he activates Champion's Vigil, so we actually can't activate our card, which is pretty unfortunate. Yeah, that's game for him. Then he wins because we won't be able to activate our shield or our impermanent attack because Sergeant Electro will just take it out. So that's GG. He actually bet his hands down there. It was a good victory for him. We just got really unlucky that we didn't get the cards out soon enough.
My monster attacks your life points directly.
Okay, so that's we'll have probably one more duel I'd say after this, and then we'll probably end the stream. I would like to end the stream on a victory, not a loss like this. He pretty much hammered us in this duel. What's with the disconnects? Doesn't matter, we'll still get the loss for that one because we were losing anyways. I don't know if the game's just being laggy today or is it just people being laggy. So we'll try and end this on a victory. As you see, the Magna Warrior deck hit and miss for being up here to get to King of Games. You know, it's more about luck with this deck. It's not more about the actual deck itself. Like if you get the right cards, any deck can win, as we've seen at the start of this stream. So we're against another Joey Wheeler deck, so we'll kind of see what one he's playing this time.
Check out my A game.
I don't think we'll activate the skill because we got a pretty decent hand. We got Enemy Controller, we got the Delta Magna Warrior, you know, impermeable attack, so it's not too bad. I assume he's going to be playing some kind of warrior deck because he's got the Songun. Yeah. So he's playing a kind of a warrior deck now. Okay, so he summons the Swift Guide, the Fierce Knight. Okay. So we got another enemy controller, so we're not doing too bad. We'll just let our Beta Magna Warrior in defense position, let him destroy it, and then defend using our 2 enemy controllers. And end our turn there. It's the same guy from earlier. The guy that was emoting us the whole time.
Let's do this. I summon a monster in it.
Okay, so he's going to summon his second creature to the field.
Battle.
I assume he's going to attack with the DD Warrior into us just to get both cards out of the field. Or no, he doesn't. He attacks with the guy the First Night. Or the Swift guy, sorry. I'm actually going to let him. I'm actually going to take the 1800. Just because we don't know where we'll be going draw into now, so. I'll take that and then leave the 2 econs for kind of a case of emergency situation.
It's my turn. I draw.
So we got another Death of the Magna Warrior, which is actually not too bad for us.
I summon a monster in attack position.
So our plan is now just to get the second Delta out and econ it away to get Vaporeon next turn.
Face down card. I activate a quick play spell.
I'm actually after misclicking and didn't mean to actually click that off, guys. So we'll just turn that to defense position. Why did I misclick that? I don't know why I activated the spell. But our plan still should work. I only meant to activate the effect of the Delta Warrior, but not just misclicking super hard there.
I set a card face down.
And then we will attack into the DD Warrior. Might as well that we change the defense position. So
This'll pack a wallop. I attack with my monster.
he obviously has the back row that he could activate something back there. Maybe a mirror wall, wall disruption, something like that.
My monster's effect activates.
Okay, that doesn't matter. We don't actually need the Delta Magna Warrior in the grave to activate the Vaporeon next turn.
It's my turn. I draw.
So best case scenario is now he doesn't actually have another creature in hand.
Lights out. I attack your light.
So we will do the impermanent attack now, so we take no damage this turn.
I activate a face down card. My trap activates.
So we took no damage, and what we're going to do is econ off the Delta Magna Warrior next turn and go all out attack using our Vaporeon and the Swift Guard, the Fierce Knight, to hopefully get a victory. And then we got Wall Disruption just for a bit of backup here.
I set a card.
So we will summon out the Delta Magna Warrior now and activate its effect.
I summon my monster's effect activates.
So we can obviously activate something now as well. Is he going to activate it? We won't activate Econ just yet. We won't misplay again super hard. And then we'll just activate our Econ here. Econ off the Delta the Magna Warrior so
Activate a quick play.
we can get our Vaporeon the Magna Warrior out and take control of his Fierce Guy, the Fierce Knight. Or Swift Guy, the Fierce Knight, sorry. I don't know why I keep saying Guy, the Fierce Knight. It must be stuck in my head from back in the anime when Yuki kept using that card. So that's perfect. We do get our Vaporeon, which is probably the best card in this deck, next to the Delta the Magna Warrior. I have a feeling he might have a Floodgate Trap Hole back here, which would be really unfortunate for us.
Special summon a monster.
Is he going to activate a trap now? Or is he just going to DC?
Perfect.
Okay, so he has enemy controller, which is bad for us. We get turned to defense position, but
Activate a quick
we still survive the turn, so. And plus we got 3,850 defense, which I doubt he's got any creatures that can get over that. So unless this is a super headlong rush, we should be okay for the next turn.
attacks you direct.
And we're in a decent enough position. I believe because he can activate it now, it's not a super headlong rush he has there.
I can't lose to the likes of you. You gonna make your move or what? I am my turn. I'm not giving up, cause losing ain't in my dictionary. It's my turn. I draw. Alright. I summon a monster in attack position.
Okay, so we're going to see... He's going to attack into us, but what has he got in his back row here that could help him? So does he have the super headlong rush? If he does, that's victory for him. Oh, he did.
I activate a quick play spell.
We will survive another turn, but I don't think we'll have enough firepower to get over him.
Take this.
Even if we get one of our Magna Warriors, we'll survive the turn anyway, so that's all we need. We'll see what we draw. We might get lucky, we might get a card that helps us out a bit more, but we'll see.
My trap activates.
I did really want to leave this stream on a victory, but it looks like we're going to be heading to defeat for this last duel. So we'll take the 1300. If we draw a creature and that's not an econ in this back row, we do win, but it really just goes down to the look of the draw. So better believe in the heart of the cards and hope for the best.
Guess my turn's done.
No, but drew Wonder Balloons. That's a good game. He wins.
My turn's over, dweeb. This duel ain't looking too good for me. My turn. You and your lame tricks.
Hope he just attacks into us and...
I summon a monster in attack position.
We're unlucky though. If we got a card there, I don't believe that was an econ he has back there. He would have activated that sooner, so... That's how the cookie crumbles. As you can see, the Magna Warrior deck was hit and miss. I think we ended up being kind of 50-50 with victories and defeats. It wasn't a bad stream all in all. I think the deck would have actually done as well as it did. So thanks for coming out to stream, guys, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. And drop a like to this video. Thanks, guys.